Good morning, YTPC. Howdy. It's the Voodoo Review again. Don't mind me if I'm looking at me instead of looking at the camera. Sorry. I'm going to try to look at the camera, but I don't do so well on this view. I like to try and keep myself framed in here so that y'all can see me well. How you doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing all right. Me, I'm bored. And I got a pipe full of Planta 2010 after dinner mixture. I know it's still the morning, but that's what I got. Today it's the Ugly Briar. Why do I call it the Ugly Briar? Look at this thing. It's hideous. Finish is all bubbled up. It's all scruffy looking, like me. But it's a great smoking pipe. This used to be, that's right, a Missouri Meerschaum that finally burned out on me. I didn't have any really options on the stem here. It didn't come with one. I got it for $5 at a yard sale. At the time, it was nice and clean looking. Whoever refinished it, they did a piss poor job. But it smokes great, so what do I care? I'm hoping the guy that owned it before me also said that it smoked great. And why do I care? I'm betting it was one of his old pipes. No stamps on it. I can't tell you who made it. Can't tell you anything about it other than it was a briar and I bought it in a garage sale. The stem that was on it broke first time I smoked it. I've never been able to replace it. It's like a 9mm. I think it was filtered. Who cares? When it smokes that nice, you won't either. I promise. You can have the ugliest pipe in the world and it smokes good. And you will look at people that look at your pipe like it's a dog and you will say, but it smokes good. It's a throwdown pipe. If I'm working around outside in the yard, if I'm walking across the street, Prudish Mouse, how you doing? It's Planta 2010 edition. It's the after dinner mixture. It's got hints of chocolate, and the bag note, you're going to catch a little bit of a port finished scotch. Really, it's a tasty blend. My one drawback on this blend, tobacco. I don't smoke any weed. Piper69, how you doing? Good seeing you here too. No, I definitely do not smoke weed. I go to too many places where they piss test on a regular basis, and losing my job is absolutely the zero possibilities. And I'm in Texas. I know it says Raiders up here. I'm originally from California. I can't tell you that Texas will ever legalize it. I can tell you, even if they do, I won't smoke it. As a kid, as a very young adult, yeah, I smoked a little of it. All it did was make me hungry. I didn't need any help getting hungry. So it didn't really do anything for me, and I decided it wasn't for me, and I've pretty much kept to that. Oh, My allergies are kicking up. Every oak tree on the planet has decided to pollinate Texas all at the same time. And I'm allergic to oak. Awesome. I've got 5 of them in the yard. What am I supposed to do? Itch. So I do. That's what I do. See, the munchies when you have a 5,000 calorie a day diet is possibly bad. But the munchies when you have a 50,000 calorie a day diet like I did when I was younger, absolutely horrible. My metabolism's still high. I probably consume about 3,500 calories a day nowadays. Just maintaining a weight. I can cut back a little bit and I can lose some pounds pretty quick. But your grocery bill goes through the roof at 50,000 calories a day. And think about it. 50,000 calories a day. Think about what it takes to eat 50,000 calories a day. That's not 1.5, that's 50. And yes, I counted it up one time. It was ridiculous. And it was just an average day when I counted it up, and I was stunned at how much groceries I was packing away. I was literally working so that I could not starve to death. So what's the purpose on paying for a product that's going to make you hungrier so that by the end of the week you can't even afford a peanut butter and jelly? Tobacco can be addictive. I'll agree with that. I could set this down and not smoke for a week. I know guys who can't set the weed down and not smoke for a week. Whether it's addictive or it's some sort of chemical, something in the brain where they get addicted to it, or I don't know. I've not smoked weed since the last time I tried it, which is so long ago I don't remember when that was. I wish they'd legalize it. Medical reasons mostly, for my own personal belief. There's good reasons for it. There's bad reasons for it. I wish they'd legalize it, tax it, drag this country out of the national debt that they're in. I mean, if you've followed what Colorado and Washington have done, it's a moneymaker. It's a big money grab. They'd make tons of money on it. And the prices of alternative medicines would go down drastically. I know people that smoke. I know people that are probably smoking it right now. I'm not naming names. They couldn't force me with a pitchfork, gun to my head, or any other way. But only time you smoke tobacco is when you drink. Well, you drink water. I like a nice bowl of tobacco with a nice cup of coffee. I like to sit back and contemplate life. And I find I can do that with a pipe or a cigar a whole lot better than I can without it. I also enjoy the camaraderie of sitting around with a group of people. Normally it's guys. I'm not going to lie about that, but a group of people. And I like being able to say, you know what, we're all from different backgrounds. We all have different religious beliefs. We all have different political views. We all have different stuff going on in our lives. But we can sit around as adults and treat each other as humans should treat each other. And I've never found any other situation other than pipes and cigars where that's true. Now, I'll tell you, there's some days where I get maybe one bowl. My own little personal time to relax. There's some days I smoke 10, 12 bowls. Just bored. But I found that I had anger issues, and I'd muchly prefer to never have those anger issues. And this seems to keep people from getting beat in the head. Thank you, sir. Prudish Mouse, good to see you. Come back anytime you want to. Glad to have you here. You have a good day. You be careful out there. Such a good little tasty pipe. Snowed in. Oh my God. Southwest, are you all right? Oh yeah, Southwest, seriously. With a pipe or a cigar, you can talk politics, you can talk religion, you can talk sports, you can talk anything on the planet, and people are going to give you enough time to make your say, as long as you're okay with giving them enough time to make their say too. But they're going to sit and listen before they just immediately jump out and go, nuh-uh, that's not the way it is. Try talking religion in a bar. You get some drunk people and you talk religion, I guarantee you're going to end up fighting. Somebody's going to have a different opinion. That alcohol, they get serious. Doesn't work. Try talking sports with somebody who hates your team. One of my best cigar and pipe smoking buddies is a Denver Broncos fan. God, I hate the Broncos. But I can sit with my friend who's a Denver Broncos fan and we can enjoy cigars and we can talk sports. Now, some of his friends that join in our conversations via the internet, they get crazy. They talk about trying to come over here to Texas and do something to me. I almost wish they'd try. Oh, there's always outside agitators. But inside that lounge, sitting on somebody's back porch, enjoying a bowl or a stick, it all goes away. It all goes away. And I can't sit there and imagine why that is, only with pipes or cigars. I don't have a clue. I'm not that good of a philosopher. I don't understand the theory. I do understand that it works. I also understand I talk too much and smoke too slow when I'm on YouTube Live. Well, in case anybody's wondering, yeah, we're going to have a little bit of rain here in Texas today. Or at least in my section of Texas. Big state. There's a lot of it that's not going to see a drop of rain today. Houston's going to see some rain. We got 80% chance. And I'm seeing sprinkles on the windshield right now. I'd show you, but then I might have to kill you. No, I'm joking. Here, we'll look. Just a little sprinkle right now. I'm not calling that rain. That is not rain. Rain is that thing that you can't see from here to that storefront y'all just saw. And I have seen rain like that. We get a good hurricane. We get a good tropical storm. Sometimes just a tropical depression. It'll rain so bad that the street will be crotch deep. People think I'm lying about that too. I've seen it rain so hard in Houston that 18-wheelers in some of the low spots were completely covered so deep you could not see that there was an 18-wheeler under all the water. In fact, Tropical Storm Allison, which happened back in 2001, there were some Budweiser 18-wheelers that got stuck in a low spot. Water come up. Couldn't see them. Couldn't see them at all. People went in with scuba gear and took every drop of Budweiser out of those two trucks. And they were never found. And they were never seen. That's a lot of rain. That's a lot of rain. Roll these windows down a little bit. My air current has disappeared on me. And yes, my nose is itching and my allergies are kicking. I took an Allegra and it hadn't kicked in quite yet. Oh God, you know, I haven't been there. I don't know if it's still around or not. I will look it up for you though. I'll definitely look it up. It sounds like my kind of place. Actually, one of my favorite places to sit around and drink. God, I gotta add that to Road Glide Sully's map. There is a place downtown in Houston at Capitol and Main, right at the corner, called the Flying Saucer. They have an outdoor seating area And any given day, they got 200 plus available beers. Yes, 200 plus available beers. 85 of them on tap. Have you ever seen 85 taps lined up on a wall? It's something to see, especially if you're a beer drinker. So you go looking at this, and you just have to be amazed that there's even that many labels of beer. But they're there. Now, one of the cool things is, right across the street, and just right around the corner a little bit, is a place called McCoy's Cigars. He also has pipe tobacco. Some he blends himself. One he calls French Quarter. French Quarter. Oh yeah, see, now I need to go to Rochester just to look at that particular place. So McCoy's has a blend that is part 24 karat and part French vanilla. And that's what he calls French Quarter. It's actually very tasty. It's got just enough strength to really get there, but it's not as sticky as most of the vanilla blends. Really good. If you ever happen to be here in Houston and you can't make it to the Briar Shop, but you're somewhere near downtown, McCoy's is the spot to stop. If you want a cigar, there's about 25 different cigar shops in the city of Houston or the surrounding areas. Some of them do have tobacco, some of them don't, or at least pipe tobacco. If you're coming into town, let me know. I'd love to sit around and smoke a bowl with you, job permitting. But I'd also love to show you some of the places that are not the normal. Places you can go and get a bowl. Because if you're just into pipes, I could be sending you to a place that you can't get a pinch of pipe tobacco. You're going to end up having to buy a cigar. And that ain't going to work. Not if you're just into pipes. I'm into pipes and cigars. Really, I'm a cigar guy with a pipe habit. Pipes are a little easier to do while driving. Just is. There I am talking too much again. Can't get anything done. Anytime now, little cigar shop that I'm sitting outside of, going to open their doors, and I'm going to get off of here. I didn't expect this to go as short as it is, but it is what it is. And that, gentleman, brings me to the other point. When a place says they're going to open at 10, and they open at 10, I'm likely to visit. JFK Liquors over here, it says it opens at 10. Sometimes it opens at noon. I don't go there very often, and it's right next door. But my location is opened. Getting EP Carrillo Encore. I've had them. Good stick. Good stick. I could suggest a few. What kind of stick are you into? Maduros. Okay. Do you like strong, or are you a little more where you just like it smooth, or? Well, Southwest, one thing I will tell you right now. Leaf by Oscar. It comes wrapped in a cigar leaf. The whole cigar. Okay, I've got some suggestions then. But Leaf by Oscar. Herperville. Harriet. How you doing? I'm glad I didn't jump off of here as quickly as I thought I was going to. I'm doing fine. How are you doing today? Okay, so back to the Leaf by Oscar. It's wrapped in a cigar leaf. You unwrap the cigar leaf, take some regular kitchen shears, scissors, whatever you got, and you chop it up. And you put it in with whatever other blend you happen to be liking. You get a little bit of that cigar leaf in there, and it's nice. I mean, I'm not suggesting taking the whole leaf and just chopping it up for a bowl, but the little bit of extra that you get out of that cigar leaf, it's nice. Plus, you get a good cigar out of it. And the Connecticut on the leaf is actually my favorite as far as the leaves go, but I've had all of them. The Maduro's not bad. Though if you're really looking for a great Connecticut, right now, I would be telling people to go for the Rose of Sharon by Southern Draw Cigars. I can't keep this damn thing lit today. Too busy talking about stuff that I like. Oh, yeah, the Encore's a great stick. The Rose of Sharon, as far as Connecticut, probably the best Connecticut I've tasted in 10 years. It slightly even beats out my other favorite Connecticut, which is the La Aurora Sapphire. Not really too much into Connecticut's though. That is a stick that I have not had, but I'll ask about it. One of my absolute all-time favorites in the Maduros is a Alec Bradley Black Market. I prefer the Gordo size. If you've ever seen where I post epic ash pictures, I smoked one down to the point where it was starting to burn my fingers and turned the ash sideways. All ash, the whole thing. People think that this is a photoshopped or a paper clip or something crazy. I didn't do anything crazy. I smoked a cigar, and it is what it is. Gotta go exercise, enjoy the cigar shop. I, I really will. I always will. Southwest, you be careful out there. You said it's snowing, so if you got to exercise, especially if you're going outside, do not fall down. Please, no breaking of a hip. I wouldn't mind coming to your area and helping you out, but job is probably not going to allow me to spend the time to help you out with a broken hip or leg. All right, well, you still be careful. Pulled back or messed up muscles, nothing fun about that either. And I'm having such a hard time keeping this thing lit. I'm going to get off of here in frustration. Not really. I'm never frustrated anymore. Harriet, was great seeing you today. I know this first live you actually caught for me, but I tend to do them this time-ish of the day. Piper69, great seeing you again, brother. Both of y'all take care. As always, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care. I'll see you soon.